Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well on this beautiful Wednesday. I have decided to do the fit and flare hemline on the bridal gown. So, this is what we were discussing last week: serpentine or the mermaid or the fit and flare. And that's what we're going to go with. And this is, I don't know if you ever played with baby dolls or paper dolls when you were young, but it brought back a lot of memories for me to cut out a doll and put some garment pieces on it. So I just kind of pieced together the bodice, the middle skirt, and the circular skirt at the bottom. Um, so I don't know if you can see this here. This is the bodice, the middle skirt, and the circular skirt. So you can see in piecing it together, I added some length to the skirt here. This is the original line right here. Let me stabilize my hand a little bit. This is the original line right here. Right here. Okay. It's funny how cameras give you different views. This is the original line, but the shoes were showing. And so I didn't like that. So I added some length to the skirt itself. On my mannequin, when I measured from this part down, it wasn't long enough for me. And so I added some length here. Now, what the problem is whether or not, the challenge is whether or not I'm going to, um, come on, bring bring this skirt in a little bit, taper it in just a little bit, taper this in just a little bit, and then flare it out a little bit longer. So I'm in that decision-making process. However, I am cutting out or laying the bodice out. Take this in a little bit. I am laying the bodice out. So that is the front, center front, side front, bodice back, and side back. And this is the middle skirt. So as you can see, it's not very long, and that's what my concern is. Let me see if I can give you a better view. It's not very long, and so I'm thinking about adding a couple of inches, but if I do, I'm definitely going to have to make an adjustment here. I'm going to have to bring this in just a bit, to taper it in just a bit if I'm going to add some length. So that's a decision I have to make. Now the circular skirt itself is going to be okay. It's not going to have this line here, but it will be long enough so the shoes won't show. And this is the circular skirt that, I don't know if you can get a good view of that or not. I'm having to cut it out on a singular fold so that I can get a wide enough circle skirt. I need to cut that piece out 4 times. So I'm gonna cut it out on, this is the side seam right here. I'm gonna cut that out. I'll add 4 inches to the hemline all the way around to center front up there. And then I'm going to flip it so it's front side down, pattern side down, and then I'm going to cut it out again. I need to do that 3 more times after I cut this out for the circular skirt on the bottom. Let me show you the fabric that I'm using. It is absolutely, I just moved all of my pattern pieces. It is absolutely gorgeous. This fabric is, look at this. Look at that. How, I don't know if it's picking it up real well or not, but yeah, there we go. That's a better shot. Look at this fabric, how rich it looks. It feels so soft, but it's got some, you can see it's got some structure to it. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Oh, I'm so excited about this. And I'll be using this on the bodice and the short skirt. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use this as the circular skirt or if I'm going to use something a little lighter like chiffon. I'm still not decided about that. So this is all the designing process, right? You just have to kind of figure out what it is that you want to do and how you want this gown to finish up. Okay, so you might be wondering, what is it? Why is she so, picky about what she's doing here with this dress? Let me show you some of the components that I'm considering. This, of course, again, is this beautiful fabric I got from Joanne a long time ago, and this is the perfect opportunity to use it. And so I am considering doing at the hemline. I don't know what that is. Some netting or some tulle at the hemline. So this would be, instead of the circular skirt, or it would lay on top of the circular skirt, it could lay on top of the circular skirt. It's hard to see because it's netting, but if you could just imagine it laying on top of the circular skirt. And then I have some lace options to either lay on the fabric or on the circular skirt. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my Lord. And so this is why I'm having a bit of a conundrum, because I've got such great options to work with. But this is stuck on here. Hold on a second. So if you can see this lace on the skirt traveling up the dress, oh my gosh, it is just beautiful. And then I have this other option here. So I have this option right here to use on the circular skirt and the bodice as well. It's gorgeous. I mean, it is just gorgeous. So while I'm working on putting the pieces together, I'm going to have to be deciding how I want to add to the bodice or the skirt, and which one of these two or another option that I want to add to the skirt. What I love about this is it got this scalloped edge. That would be absolutely gorgeous on the hemline of the circular skirt. So you can see you can see why I am taking my time about making some choices. So we can either go a little bit more smaller, a little bit more smaller there, or something just real dramatic on the circular skirt. Or we could just go plain here. I'm going to show you what all the options are. We could go plain here and add this on top of the bridal satin. There we go. So just imagine that on the circular skirt. Let me back up a little bit and see if I can't get a clearer picture. There we go. Just imagine that on the bottom of the circular skirt. Or imagine this. Or imagine this on the bottom of the skirt and on the bodice of the dress. So I have some options here that I have to work with. There we go. So like I said, we'll be cutting out the top and the skirt. I'll get those sewn up. And then I'm going to take a few minutes. I know what I saw, this vision came to me literally today about the dress, and that's why we have this circle skirt here, because that's what I saw. But now I just have to decide whether or not I want the skirt in netting and chiffon, in the fashion fabric, which is this right here, that right there, or those are my three options. So it's going to be the fashion fabric with lace on top, or it's going to be netting with lace on top, or it's going to be um, not organza, chiffon with lace on top. Stay tuned, guys. I'm working on this dress. I'll be cutting out the bodice and the skirt this week and showing you what that looks like next week. And then we will talk about how we're going to finish this thing up. I wanted to show you also some inner workings here. So this is what I'll be using on the inside so the dress can hang up, hang on a hanger freely. And then we'll be using some boning. Is this my boning? That doesn't look right. It is covered boning. So we'll be using boning in the bodice to help it stand out more. I think I'm also going to put some cup work in the, see where we're at right here. So I think I'm going to do a bra cup in this area right here and do some boning down here just to support that. It'll be more like a bustier. So we're on the making, we're in the process, and I just wanted to keep you updated like I said. But this is the winner. That is what we're going to be working with. Stay tuned and God bless.